Hey, Pixelated Owl, welcome back. Follow our pal the Owl here on Twitch and on Kick. Get over there. Establish your usernames before somebody else takes them. Oh, I'm doing great. I just had a session of Breath of the Wild with the kiddo. We're about 3/4 of the way through the game, I guess. About to take our third Divine Beast, and then on to the fourth. I guess they're like, oh, you want to play Crisis Core? Let's update it. But for now, welcome back to Elden Ring. Thanks everybody for hanging through the break and for hanging through the stream with the kiddo. Looking forward to returning to our explorations of the Volcano Manor. A place that hides dark and terrible secrets. A record of the descent and depravity of Praetor Rykard. So, we had to take a secret passage to get through here, and right away we can see stuff's pretty crazy. Like, the inside of the Volcano Manor is creepy and all, right? But it's very presentable. Like, let's go have a look. Some would say that the front of this place is, quote-unquote, heavily curated. Man, this dude just here? Okay. Huh. There we go. That dude just there. Also, I have enough runes for a level, probably. We'll sort ourselves out back at the front of Volcano Manor. Also, how loud was that, really? Snails. Can't handle snails, you know? They bite. No. Oh. Accidentally switched weapons in there. Did I get backtracked? I think I might have. Yes, I did. Or, well, not backtracked, but off onto the wrong track. Here we are, the main, you know, the guest wing of Volcano Manor, or even the recusant's wing, if you will. And if you guys will give me just a couple of minutes, I'm going to take care of this feeling in my nose that keeps tickling. And that way I won't be fussing with my face so much on camera. How about that? I know what it tells you about getting old. You know, when you get old, your nose hairs start going crazy, and it's wild. It's freaky. I don't recommend it. the whole getting old thing. I mean, it is inevitable. But let's level before we lose our runes like a jerk. I'm continuing to think that Vigor is our pal. We should be leveling that up more than anything. But yes, let's talk about the Volcano Manor on the whole real fast. I want to make this session all about the Volcano Manor. Hi, Patches.
Hello again. Welcome.
You got anything? I'll take a piece of glass.
Cheers.
You're welcome. Patches is all like, she bought a piece of glass? Alright, Mount Gelmir it is. So, oh man, this guy's gonna attack me, isn't he? Okay, it's whatever. Oh, here he come. He come, he come, he come. There it is. Hey there, big fella. Oh my god, instant failure. Alright, let's, Alright, we're gonna clear this area a little bit, and so this troll is hitting us with madness attacks. Oh my god. Jeez Louise. Alright, so it's hitting us with madness attacks. That's definitely interesting. Haha, we're in range and you're not. Whoa, he was just erupting there. That was intense. Alright. Also, there is this is an in-game message here. I fought this mountain of fire, but I hardly feel a thing. I'll have to head further down. It's Alexander. Warrior Jar Alexander. He must be down there somewhere, like he's saying. Okay. It's been so long since I've encountered Warrior Jar Alexander. I'm glad I looked at that. Okay. It's one of the things I like about this game is how you run into stuff like that. Alright, so I'm wagering that troll was a troll left over from the invading Lyondell forces. Lurking while I grab food, but I hope you're doing awesome. Well, thank you so much, Designation B. I hope you have a delightful meal. So, how about that? Alright. But I want to talk about Volcano Manor tonight, and that is what we're gonna do. So we know the forces of Lyondell waged a siege against Volcano Manor. I didn't think that they had actually made it this far. But I suppose the presence of the trolls and human bodies hanging from the crucifixes here is evidence enough of that. The puppets are here, I believe, as guardians of the manor. And I believe that because Rykard is actually the son of Queen Renala, right? We know Renala, Queen of Rhea Lucaria, actually Queen of Caria and Master of Rhea Lucaria. Here's Caria Manor. And here's Ray Lucaria Academy. And her son Rykard relocated here to Mount Gelmir and built up his forces to oppose the Erd Tree, even prior to the Shattering. So, like, in the timeline, it would be... Alright, let's start with the Age of the Erd Tree. Alright, well, the Crucible, the Age of Plenty, which also coincides with the wars of the Golden Order, the Golden Order's outward expansion, Godfrey's campaign, right? And toward the end of that, we get or in the middle of it, and toward the end of it, we get the First and Second Liurnian Wars. And during the Second Liurnian War, the champion known as Radigan appears and ends up making peace with the Liurnian queen and indeed marrying her. And during that marriage, they have 3 children: Radon, Ronnie, and Rykard. R's for Renalas and Radigans, right? And as such, those 3 children of Renala grew to prominence. Radon studied sorcery and became a great general, emulating Lord Godfrey. Rani followed in her mother's footsteps and became a witch following the moon. She also became acquainted with a snow witch at some point, too. And Rykard became a justiciar of the Golden Order, basically the, judge and executioner, charging people with heresy and all the rest and whatnot. And on the lead up to the Shattering, Rykard, for whatever reason, decided that the Golden Order wasn't for him, and that there would be greater power to be had. Now, the thing that incited Rykard to rebel against the Erd Tree in the first place is kind of what confuses me, other than perhaps just discovering the serpent in Mount Gelmir while operating here. Because it's known that he came to Mount Gelmir and settled even before rebelling against the Erd Tree, and discovered magma sorceries and added them, and like reestablished those. I think it's clearly said that he rediscovered them, right? Let's look at those item descriptions. Or the spell descriptions. Here we go. After discovering the ancient hexes of Gelmir... So they already existed. Rykard, son of Queen Renala, brought them back into practical use as new forms of sorcery. So it was probably his attraction to the power of the great, of the source of, his magma sorceries here, and ultimately the great serpent, the world-eating serpent he discovered in Mount Gelmir. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I currently have any other items that describe anything like about the great serpent. We have the Serpent Bone Blade. This was a reward given to me by Volcano Manor for performing murders on their behalf. Sinister katana, modeled after a serpent bone. The densely packed row of spines that jut away from the cutting edge are coated in a lethal poison. Has the double slash attack, and it causes poison buildup instead of blood buildup. And it actually is beyond my dexterity to wield. Incredible. I'm trying to think if I have any other serpent-related stuff. Gross. I don't think I do. Well, anyway. Suffice it to say, Rykard became disenfranchised with the Erd Tree and decided to oppose it. Ultimately, he discovered the ancient serpent deity here under Mount Gelmir, and in his efforts against the Erd Tree, he actually led what I think is the second, well, definitely led the second and perhaps even the first siege of Lyondell, or, he was the aggressor in the defenses of Lyondell, I believe. Definitely the second one. And as part of getting that campaign off the ground, Praetor Rykard here committed a grievous sin, which was to burn a minor Erd tree. Burnt it down to the stump. And basically declared his defiance against Lyondell, and even laid siege to Lyondell. These two powers have been laying siege to each other since the Shattering. Now, the timing of the burning of this Erd tree and Rykard's open aggression against Lyondell probably occurred after the Shattering. And indeed, he probably was even still a regular demigod at that point. Not exactly clear when he did it, but he eventually is known to have fed himself to this serpent. And it is known that that he and this serpent, he still exists, obviously. So it's like, what happened to him if he was eaten by this serpent? So it's implied that he and the serpent are one. But as we could see, hanging everywhere are horrible bodies, and whoa, I don't remember you being here. What is a worm face doing here? Alright, I have to investigate this. Worm faces are like associated with factions related to death in the lands between. We see a lot of them in the Altus Plateau, in this area here, around the Woodfolk ruins. And why we see them preferentially here as opposed to like over here by this Erd tree that's actually dying, I don't know. But we gotta watch out. There's finger creepers around here. There they are. Yo, here they come. Lovely. Ah, shit. Oh. Oh. Heal, damn it. There we go. Jeez. These larger ones are still tricky. I thought the glowing stopped once you picked up the map marker, but... Is the worm face still there? Lord Rykard, if this putrid field of death is what your blasphemy would bring, then I can no longer abide. No one can. And yeah, we also see where Rykard's forces have, they've lost faith in their master. Ooh, that was close. Damn, that's a big one. Shit. hold on. It's a long way down here. We better actually sit at this grace. This is like a mini boss type of worm face, I think. Mm-hmm. Oh, I hit him right in the face. Oh, it's coming. Got him. First try. A larval tear? Why would a worm face have a larval tear? Confirms that that was a unique creature, though, or at least a unique drop. I've been down here before and didn't encounter him, so that was a bit surprising. Hey, Ducky. How you doing? RDC Ducky, everybody. Ooh, NFL Blitz 2000. Mas Classico, my man. Dig it. Hope you're having fun with that. Okay, well, that was just a little bit of an aside on account of wanting to investigate that worm face. But since we're down here, we might as well see what there is to see. Oh, there's puppets. Hold on. Let's deal with this joik. Alright, these joiks. Once again, puppets posted as sentries. Ow! Shit. I didn't even see that one. But yeah, check it out. So, this road here is the road to Lyondell by way of the Altus Plateau. And we can see that this is the route that Gelmir took on on their attack onto the main gate during the second defense of Lyondell. But either the forces of Mount Gelmir or the forces of Lyondell somehow shifted this bridge. And it rightly would be the topography itself, right? I mean, we saw either some uplift on this side or some, sinking on that side to account for the break in the bridge here. I wonder if we can get all the way down there now that I think about it. I don't think so. But this must have been an intact route at one point. We can see that the pile of bodies, it was contiguous at one point. And that the battling must have been fierce. I mean, look at how many people. And I suppose that all of these people, have been, denied a burial, so they can't return to the Erd tree or anything like that. So it's almost as if, like, forces of Mount Gelmir descended from Volcano Manor, busted through down this way and lit the minor Erd tree aflame, which must have attracted, of course, the forces of Lyondell. And it was probably, or they probably lit up the tree, went all the way down the hill, marched on Lyondell, breached the outer walls, made it to the inner walls where Morgott and the Perfumer artillery thwarted the war machine as it approached the main gates. Now, I think we can tie a certain event together right now. Dig it, right? Main gates of Lyondell. We've established a lead apparently nowhere, but we can tell just by kind of looking at the map here and by the presence below it of the Eternal City of Lyondell. Well, it's called the Nameless Eternal City, but we call it the Eternal City of Lyondell. That during the Mount Gelmir siege, during the second defense of Lyondell, and that is during the Shattering, the Eternal Cities were above ground. That late, even. And it was part of the events during the Shattering, or in the immediate aftermath of the Shattering, that the Nox committed whatever sin it was they committed that banished their cities to the underground. Now, why there isn't a big gaping hole over Noxtella and over Nokron is a little bit, unclear to me. Unless there is. Actually there is, isn't there? What about Noxtella? Arguable. Arguable. There's definitely stuff going on there. But we'll talk about all that stuff later after we're done dealing with the Volcano Manor blither blather. What's that up there? Have I been there? Huh. Well, anyway, so yeah, we picture the forces of Mount Gelmir storming down the slopes, running down this bridge, and raiding the main gates, and that at that time the city was continuous all the way up against the inner walls here, right? And indeed, Mount Gelmir's forces were even able to retreat after the battle and come back this way to get back to Volcano Manor. Now, why do I say that they were able to come back and that the bridge wasn't destroyed at that point? Well, because here we have forces of Lyondell camped back up here on the hill, as if they pushed their way back up here after the defense of Lyondell to recapture the smoldering remains of the Erd tree. But it appears as if the stalemate happened here. The forces of Gelmir probably killing 100 soldiers of Lyondell for every, foot of territory gained. But here they held it. The forces of Mount Gelmir sure to hang prominently the victims of the war to demoralize their enemy as they climb up the hill. They climb up the hill only to see their dead comrades. That's highly effective psychological warfare. We got some Lyondell soldiers right here. A whole load of them. Oh shit, I used the wrong. There we go. And since, you know, people in the lands between are, you know, are undying on account of the rune of death being sealed away and sequestered from the Elden Ring, uh, you know, the Lyondell soldiers are still here. But you know, they've gone kind of mindless, you know. But back to the idea that the Volcano Manor, after these events, Lord Rykard, I believe, then fed himself to the serpent, at which point most of his forces lost faith in him. All of it, like a lot of his knights and things like that, decided, like, wait a minute, that's crazy, that's too far. Opposing the Erd Tree is one thing, but feeding yourself to a you know, a god that everyone's pretty sure is evil and is going to eat the world is kind of not the way. All right. So, we find ourselves at Volcano Manor, guarded by puppets, and indeed guarded apparently by a troll that might have come from the Lyondell forces, and probably did, but has gone mad. Mad, I say. Oh, I was about to say, about to get all kinds of wrecked up. Right to the shin. I used to be an adventurer. Oh shit. The madness attacks killed the puppets? I thought those were only supposed to affect Tarnished. That's like all he attacks with, isn't it? Well, I guess I definitely wasn't in melee range, so. But okay. I wanted to take a good look at the manor from the outside. Now that's all cleaned up, we're going to go ahead and do that. So this is like the presentable side of Volcano Manor. You know, it's a lovely castle for sure. It looks like, you know, it's a prettier design of a castle. It's not exactly strictly fortifications, but it is a big, imposing house. Oh, you know what? I just realized what we're looking at here. This stained glass. I believe this is the chamber we can go walk into from the inside. Let's go and see. Ooh, also, let's look at that circular window on the tower. I don't think I've seen that design anywhere else. But yeah, as soon as you're through the front doors, Volcano Manor definitely presents itself as opulent. Like, this is a powerful place, it's richly kept, it's well kept, you know. Many locations in the lands between are far crappier in terms of shambles and stuff. Like, even Stormvale Castle's all, you know, disheveled compared to this place. And look at this, look at this dining room, I guess, you know, this round table set up. This audience nook. I have a sit down here, I suppose. You guys have an audience nook in your home? really beautiful masonry that makes up the place. You know, fine engravings, reliefs, the stark lighting, the rich fabrics of the draperies with the golden fringes and tasseled ropes to tie it all together. This place is intensely fancy and it's color coordinated, dark lacquered woods, reds, and contrasted with the paler grays of the stonework, which just glows red in the lighting anyway. Let's look at this tree. I mean, chair. This tree. Maybe we'll get a better lit example further in. But once again, deep lacquered, fine appointed furniture. Like if, like this chest of drawers here, we're talking to like $4,000 or $5,000 just for this piece, maybe more. A grand or so for just this little end table, maybe more. And the chairs, forget about it. But yeah, I think let's confirm with the map. Yeah, yes indeed. These are the windows as visible from outside. I'd buy that because this is the walkway where the troll was and stuff. This is like a grand reception hall or banquet hall. What would you call this? Is there actual food on here? Let's have a looky. Some kind of... Is that bread? All the vases with the flowers and everything. They're very pretty. I just wish my lantern didn't magically disappear whenever I broke out with my monocular. Here's a portrait of the Justiciar Rykard himself, donning a mask of himself, which is definitely a flex. But right, this place is really nice. Super high ceilings. This kind of construction is like high Roman. Those like inset slabs there that you see that make up the overarching ceiling, which is actually just a sequence of arches, right? Each row of slabs representing its own arch. Like, just look at this topper on this banister, for instance. Like, the amount of work that goes into making just something like that. Like, I find it flabbergasting that people in, more ancient times, even that even the ruling class had this level of opulence, Same type of furniture we've been seeing everywhere else. Excuse me. But we're going to have a look at Rykard here. Here appears to be a portrait of the man not wearing a mask. That sword looks really cool, but check out these creepy hands rising up from the bottom. Tells me this portrait was already painted like after he became a rebel against the Erdtree. Also, look at the frame. We're talking $100,000 just for the frame. What do you think, Crucible Knight. And I also like how the Crucible Knight like fits in here compared to you know, other places you find them where they look a little out of place. But then of course we have the recusant's wing here of the manor, which is still well appointed and nice, just like everywhere else we've been looking at. We have our own kind of room to relax in, which curiously enough contains a portrait of Rykard's brother Radon. To me, this indicates that Rykard has a fondness for his brother. And we know that Radon participated in at least one of the sieges of Lyondell, and even engaged in hand-to-hand combat, or you know, one-to-one combat with Margot, and lost, I guess, you know. Oh, excuse me.
You're still alive, I see.
I am.
Well.
Well, indeed. But yes, you know, the Volcano Manor attracts Tarnished to go hunting other Tarnished who are trying to, you know, basically become Elden Lord or otherwise support one who would become or make the attempt, and has us murder them to prevent them from, you know, continuing to be a tool of the greater will. And, you know, once we've done enough of that, they're like, hey, we want to introduce you to Lord Rykard. And that's like, cool, alright. It'd be nice to meet Lord Rykard, right? To that end, maybe we should do a little work for, maybe we should do a little work for it. One of our targets is way up on the mountain of the mountaintop of the giants, which we cannot access. But for now, we can help our friend Bernal from the Volcano Manor accomplish one of his own assassination missions. And there it is. So we're gonna jump in here. We're gonna eat our boiled crab. Invade Vargrim, the Raging Wolf, and errant sorcerer Wilhelm's world. Hell yeah, let's do it. There's Bernal. Oh! Alright, we got them both. Bernal, way to go. Made short work of them, friend. Excuse me. Alright, now we're getting some stuff we've seen in promotional material. The Raging Wolf helm, armor, and gauntlets, and greaves. Oh, we didn't get the other guy's stuff? Alright, now let's learn a little bit about the guy we just took down. Helm worn by Vargrim, the Raging Wolf, one of the first Tarnished to visit the Round Table hold. Nickname comes from the white wolf's mane that decorates this helm. Now this is a guy who seems like he was probably associated with Stormvale. Let's see. According to the old legends, wolves are the shadows of the Imperium, and this is what Vargrim aspired to be. Oh, no, this is something else. So, wolves are the shadows of the Imperium. This is in reference to Marika's shadow, Malekith, who currently goes by Garank, the beast clergyman, and Blythe for Rani. And I'm just making sure that... No, they all have the same description besides. Okay. Okay. So I suppose we can travel right back to Volcano Manor. We're in the Round Table hold, by the way. And we can talk to Bernal, and he'll be real happy we helped him. Oh. Don't tell Tanith. Tell Bernal. Hey, pal. Also, Dialos is gone.
I had hoped you'd soon return. I have the reward from Lady Tanith. Take it. It's yours, by right.
Nice. Oops, shit. Sorry.
Let us tread the path of the recusant together, till we reach the miserable death that awaits us.
You said it, Bernal.
You're still alive?
Thank you. Alright, a new magma spell. I hope I'll be fond of it. Covers the area of a surge of magma from the earth. This sorcery is held to represent the fury of the volcano, but the arrogance of attempting to harness it is solely that of men and serpents. Hi, Zariah.
The serpent that lurked in the shadows that night. It entered the room next to this one, and never came out. Perhaps the manor yet holds some secrets. If you discover anything, would you please share?
Oh, well, let me tell you. Well, we'll tell her about it. So we did go back exploring there, and there's clearly like a prison, there's torture and stuff, and we'll get into the details of that for a minute. But for now, we'll tell her.
Really? Oh, so there was a secret after all. Oh my. Lady Tanith, my own mother, has deceived me. Was I not born by the grace of a king?
Well...
Lady Tanith, was I not born by the grace of a king?
Poor Zariah. Dun 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 dun. Wow. Alright, gonna take me another quick little break, gang. Use the bathroom, and you know, we'll continue. We'll get into the rough stuff, into the dark secret of Mount Gelmir in just a few moments. Oh God, I'm on my phone very loudly. All right. Thank you for sticking around through the break. I also feel like I'm loud, but... Here we go. The Dark Secrets of Mount Gelmir. Are you ready? I hope you're ready. Man, I just like want to be in this room. What do you think it smells like in here? Alright, let's try out this new magma sorcery. So anyway, Zoraya was like, hey, there was a serpent. I saw him. He looked like me. He went into this room and he didn't come out. And I was like, man, for real? And then this was a wall, but it's a fake wall. It's like, what? And you're like, what is going on here? There's these snails. Like, let's see what's happening in this room here. Sorry, I was distracted by a cat at my foot. I'm like, okay. We got like an old dresser or whatever. Some kind of case. We got... looks like wine barrels. Like, oh, okay, this is like the wine cellar, but like bars? Why bars? And also, what's the deal with these snails? Becomes the question, right? And there's just more and more and more of them going that way. Eventually it dead ends. But we can go this way, yet further down. And we're like, wow. See, Zoraya was under the impression, you know, of Volcano Manor, as it seems. You know, we're these valiant rebels against the Erd Tree, which is apparently corrupt and deserves destroying. Still don't really know what this Bloodhound Knight is doing here. It's known that Bloodhound Knights don't change loyalty, right? Once they have a master, that's their master. Even after that master dies, I believe. So it's hard to know what that Bloodhound Knight is doing here. Unless it was just captured and left in language. Hey, thank you so much for lurking the whole stream there, Draknor. Get you another shout out. I appreciate the night lurk. Enjoy your rest. Rest well, friend. I'm looking forward to my own sleep period approaching soon. It's gonna feel nice. Alright, but suffice it to say, we landed in a chapel. Which is crazy, right? Behind the chapel leads to a dungeon? So perhaps people were taken from the pews and escorted back? Anyway. Let's check our wondrous physic. It's been a little bit. I've enjoyed using the temporary unlimited FP feature, and of course being able to take a hit is always nice. If anything, I would keep the Opaline tier and do something else. Like, what about if I boost magic attacks with it? Instead of more FP, I do more per hit, and we'll give it a test. We'll give it a go. Let's see, is there any... I mean, there's not a lot going on as far as iconography in here. This is a very simple chapel, right? Nothing to it. Just a few pews, an altar, and music stand? I guess it could be. I mean, these scrolls might very well be music. Like choir stuff. And here we are, the caldera of Mount Gelmir, around which Volcano Manor is situated. The main edifice now lying behind us. And then over here, we have Volcano Manor Town. As we can see, is populated by serpent people. Up on high, we have another chapel. A much more elaborate one. And our eyes are drawn down to the magma below, where we can see cages littering, chains hanging, sneezes brewing. Excuse me. But we see these cages hanging here as well. Lord Rykard up to no good. And you know, I know a lot of players are desensitized to stuff like this in video games. They don't think about it too much. It's just like Halloween dressing, right? Also, Volcano Manor is an outstanding haunted house type theme if you're trying to go for it. But who are in these cages, you think? Who are they meant for? I think there's remains in some. We'd have to get a closer look. But it seems as if, you know, there's more cages and stuff over here. We might get answers. Bam! Comet does work on those serpents. They seem fairly vulnerable to magic. Let's go along the rooftops here. Yeah, even with their shields up, they're not really able to do much against my comet. Got some commoners here. They look very sickly of flesh. Very pallid. I mean, like, more so than most of the commoner type enemies. They look especially jacked up around here. Alright, well, it looks like there's no quite direct route to the chapel. Boy, we can almost see inside. But we can go this way. Now, we did some exploring around here. We've already picked up most of the items. Notable exceptions include that one. So I guess we might as well work on it. I want to make sure that there's not a hell of a lot of opposition. I know these commoner enemies to want to throw like poison jars at us. So like we see fire element and poison element here. We see both used against us. Snake venom, you know, is I believe what they're drawing upon for that. Will it reach? It does. Oh, he dodged it. Shit. Hold on, I better refill. I Again, we're seeing cages around everywhere. Piles of bodies everywhere. So these aren't like victims of the war necessarily, the way they were out on the slopes of Mount Gelmir. And indeed, we can see inside some of these cages with remains in them. They're wearing Erd Tree Faithful, those plaques that we see on them. They seem to be missing their lower legs. Maybe. Well, there's a more fully legged person down there. Oh, forgot about that omen killer. And it looks as if this work of piling up some of these bodies and getting the killing done is probably being done by this omen killer. So we gotta remember to handle him before we go down to ground level. They're just too much of a pain in the bee. Let's see. So there's that item right there, though. Well, I guess now's the time. No problem. Yeah, he worth 2,000, so I mean, it's no joke. Smithing stone 5. Alright, there's still enemies all around down here, so we have to be careful. And look, there's roots sticking out of the ground here, even into the breach. We can tell that Volcano Manor is eroding away in here, that the lava is cutting away at the cliffs over time, to the point where structures that were formerly more complete are now less complete. Excuse me. Don't know about that area. But yeah, bodies everywhere. Like, look, these caged areas are just stuffed full of bodies. There's no end. They're just piled up. Piles and piles and piles. What? Rykard, what are you doing? And I mean, by golly, whatever it was, you must not have been very good at it. Yeah. Nice. Are these albinurics? I think they are. So, I mean, so a lot of blood's red though, so not all of them are albinurics, but he looks like one. Hard to tell. He's got the same face. What's with the red blood though? That's what's throwing me off. If these are supposed to be albinurics. I've seen lore videos where they're like, there's all kinds of albinurics at Albinurex rather at Volcano Manor, and I'm kind of like, well, where? Unless these bodies are meant to be. Oh, that's right. The item in question that I found here, I never did look at, and I remember it. It's the Erdtree seal. A formless sacred seal decorated with an Erdtree crest, once the focus of religion in the lands between. Even though the Elden Ring is shattered, and the Erdtree has dulled from its former radiance, earnest faith continues to hold the answer. Curious. In that it was here. Perhaps, you know, a captured officer of the Lyondell forces was brought there. Oh, doggies. Come alone, little doggy. Come alone, little doggy. That arc does work, gotta say. Alright, I think I did all my running around here, from what I recall. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah. Cool, it didn't even hurt or nothing. Oh, right, the warrior jars are down here. And burns. Smithing stone 6, yay. So, what I understand, warrior jars are like filled with the remains of, well, warriors. So, I mean, that kind of has a weird implication of this cemetery having them in them. Oh, shit. It's a trap. Is this an altar or a sarcophagus? Oh, so that warrior jar is just chilling. Whoa. Almost fell. We're alright. Nah, there's no way I could clear that. Yeah, not even, no horse or nothing. No way. No way. This is gonna be hard enough here. Oh shit. Oh, he survived. So, rather a dead end. Rather it is. Well done. Don't forget, therefore give up. That don't make no sense. There's an easy, or well, the only way back. Alley-oop. Okay, so lots of victims. apparently kept alive in cages at some, for periods of time. This is an abductor virgin. Basically the equivalent of a World War I tank, I've heard these described as. Which isn't, they ain't wrong about it. Shit. I probably could have baited an attack and used way less magic, but I was also kind of trying to see if it was going to stagger. An albinuric blood clot. We now have 3. The thick coagulated blood of the albinurics. Well, this confirms their presence. This definitely confirms the presence of the albinurics. Albinurics are life forms made by human hands. Thus, many believe them to live impure lives untouched by the Erd Tree's grace. The reason why they say thus, like they must be without the Erd Tree's grace. I mean, it's known that they are without it, but it's that the way they come to be is in a way contrary to the orthodox accepted birth practices under the Erd Tree. Oh, I bounced off when I came here. That must have been what happened. Oh, maybe I totally... I think it was the end of the sessions. Let's see here. Let's give it a strong old blast. Or no, we got this stuff. Here we can look at a wrecked up abductor virgin a little bit. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right, about orthodox birthing methods. And essentially everything that isn't born in the prescribed way according to the Golden Order and the Erd Tree and stuff, you're heterodox rather than orthodox. I swear, is that an enemy? Oh, it's just a sack of flour. And therefore you're like excommunicated, or like not excommunicated, but you're without in the lands between, you're without grace. Oh god, these are albinurics who are stuck in racks. Are you guys okay? Don't scream, yos. Something coming. Yeah, it's definitely an albinuric. Wow, stuck in a rack with his legs fading. Can't do anything but scream. This is terrible. Oh, I wasn't after you. It's after you. Definitely albinurics with the white blood. There's many other examples of types of creatures or people who aren't born in the orthodox way and are also looked at the same way uh, as albinurks are, being graceless. In fact, the tarnished, who once had the grace of the Erd Tree, had it taken away, and then they were immediately hounded uh, and away from the lands between and chased away altogether. Beast blood. So that was a trap. Well, this is the door we just found ourselves unable to come through, so we got that open. Snowmaru, thank you so much for the raid, pal. Wowzers. How are ya? How you doing, King? Valorant, how was the Valorant? Was it Valiant? I sure hope it was. Snow and Raiders. Hi, welcome back to Elden Ring. I'm your casual internet acquaintance, Negatron00, and we're here in the Volcano Manor. And it's time for pictures taken instantaneously. I am a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Please, everybody, get ready for an instant memory. And type into the chat, please. Fuzzy Pickles. Let's find us a good, let's frame us up something good. Shall we? Won't we? Why don't we? This is a screen grab redemption. If you want in on it, now's the time to type in Fuzzy Pickles into the chat, or I don't know, something. I guess this waterfall's pretty rad, and so is the Volcano Manor beyond it, and it features what we're talking about tonight. We're getting in deep with Volcano Manor lore. I put the extra S for the S's and the hisses, because that's what snakes do, and there's a lot of snakes around here. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Alright, ready? Going once. Going twice. This is your last chance. Type in something. I think I got it. Alright, well, thank you so much for that, King of Mayhem. Let me save it up for us and post it to the disco, which is my hipster way of saying Discord. Join it, won't we? And you can see these scrapbook things, and they're in their own channel. Otherwise, they appear in my standby screens. But you can self-promo and all that stuff there, and more importantly, help us do charity events and whatnot. Big event in October, our big annual event. It'll be PSI Hope 3. We're going to do a casual fun race of Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. We got a few runners lined up. I'm going to run Commander Jupe. We got Sage Senpai and maybe a couple others. And holy crap! Wowie zowie, gang. Thank you so much for the raid, Lake Mojave. Wow. I guess I better get you a shot. I'm the lucky recipient of a double raid. Lake Mojave. Incredible. Incredible. It's true. It's true. And we can confirm this right now. I can go sit next to Patches in game. We could talk about the lore, even, if you please. RE4, how was it? It's the word I believe you're looking for is uncanny. Leon in the crop top. Now that's a raid message. Hey, thanks for the lurk, Sage Senpai. I just invoked your name, in fact. Uh, Everybody, we do charity events under the name PSI Hope. We have a big annual event in October called PSI Hope. It's going to be our third one, and we're going to do a casual fun race of Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, multiple streamers simultaneously streaming their playthroughs, various skill levels, including a couple of new players to the game, at least one. Uh, I myself will be doing a run. I'm familiar with the game. I have platinum, but it's been a long time since I played it, so it's going to be a good time, though. We're going to raise some money. We still have yet to pick what organization we're going to do charity for that race, but, you know, details pending, and if anybody was interested in participating in such a thing in any capacity, join the Discord, hit it up, see what's good. Or, you know, if you're a streamer and stuff, you can just self-promo on there. I don't care. But here we are, Volcano Manor. And, you know, well, how much trouble is it to get back here? Not a lot, but we'll go see Patches later, gang. And from both raids, if you guys got a raid and fade, I can dig it. Get your rest and stuff, your water. Stretch, go to bed. It's late. But if you want to hang out, that's cool. Appreciate you. Now, the Volcano Manor still has some great tree iconography hanging up, although this is destroyed. But I've seen the same model in places where the great tree is still venerated, so it's a little bit one of those inconclusive type things when it comes to it. But we just discovered the tortured Albinaurics here in the Volcano Manor. We're delving into the dark secrets of what Rykard has been up to here. Oh my god, here comes an Albinauric now. Oh no, it got me! Ah! Jesus! Well, that's an Albinauric that has fastened to its head an object known as a black dumpling. And with any luck, we can unravel that mystery a little bit. We'll tell you what, as a consolation prize for getting my ass eaten live here on twitch.tv, I'll sit next to Patches. You need one of the endings for the platinum? Are we doing a certain ending for the race surrender? The rules will get specific, Sage, but it'll vary by skill level. You know, new players will probably will have less requirements. Now that being said, Sekiro has an ending that can be activated like basically halfway through the game, and that one's not going to count. New players will at least have to get to Ishin. All right, there's Patches. Hey everybody, it's Patches. Let's have a sit down next to Patches. That ending is cheating. Yeah, nah, don't worry about it, Sage. We'll have, it'll be equitable. You guys like this album cover? I'm trying to frame it up better, but there's just, like, only so much you could do with the camera in this game when you're not on the PC version. But it's true, I am gonna have to cosplay Patches, aren't I? He's got cool armor, though. I mean, not gonna lie. Like, let's see here. He's got some looks like leather bracer things going on. He's got a segmented pauldron on his left shoulder there with some cool little knife holsters for his throwing knives. He's got this like half cloak slung thing going on. He's got one hell of a crouch. It's true, right? I can't believe they put Negatron in Elden Ring. I've been in every Souls game, let me tell you. And in Bloodborne, I was my favorite iteration. the spider version of Patches. Uh, yeah, I think so. I think I could pull off Patches. I mean, I'd have to shave off my eyebrows and you know, clean shave. But you know, you got to commit to the bit. He's got a lot of belts. He's got some thigh belts going on. You know, all around. I think it's based on Dark Souls 1 black leather armor. Is that what he's wearing in Dark Souls 1? I can't remember. Anyway, Patches, take it easy, pal. Let's get out of here. Oh, then blonde easy. Nah, I think I'd rather just shave him. It sounds like less trouble. Indeedly do. Alright, well, let's try to get our runes back, frankly. So we got the intellect build going. It's pretty nice. I do enjoy being able to, like, utterly destroy a serpent person from across the way. You know, big fun. I do like my night sorceries as well. I'm a big fan of the Comet of Haima and the Gavel of Haima. I like those quite a bit. We survive this? Seems like a steep fall. Maybe we'll just kill this jerk. That's the Cannon of Haima. I quite like it. It's intense on the focus points, but it has a significant knockback effect and an area of effect where it you know, it does splash damage. But good news. Oh wait. I didn't mean to do that spell, but it's okay. Yeah, see, we just knocked it the hell over. Ooh, we got a man serpent shield. I bet you that'll have some lore on it. Alright, let's see. Wait, no, not crafting. Here we go. Small copper domed shaped round shield carried by the man serpents of Mount Gelmir. Said to have been tempered in lava, it boasts great resistance to fire. Sure enough. Very lightweight as well. Oh, right. The tragedy of the Albinaurics. Well, I guess you could farm blood clots here. Sorry. It's just you'll jump on me and hurt me if I don't kill you. Too bad it doesn't boast great resistance to yeah. It doesn't, though. I mean, it's not a missed opportunity as far as I'm concerned. Oh, right. I was like, wait a minute, what killed me? Give me those runes. Get back. Shit. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, that big sack tied to that Albinauric's head is called the Black Dumpling. And I believe it's some sort of, like, madness-inducing rage virus-like effect it produces in Albinurix. Albinurix. I like the extra improvised bars here. Like, this is a part of the manor that was clearly like meant to be a nice part of the manor, but has been repurposed into a weird, horrible research laboratory. See, there's one there. You can hear them down here. Oh, there's one. We're bound to find the answers to the black dumpling. Like, you know, you get big Bloodborne vibes off of these guys. Oh, well, there we go. The black dumpling. We can even put it on ourselves if we wanted to. Let's go up here and read about it. Mask forced on a victim's head to lend torture an extra degree of cruelty. It magnifies one's fears. It makes them acutely aware of all forms of pain. Raises attack power when the wearer suffers from madness. Wow. When the black dumpling goes on, the torturer no longer seeks answers, only to inflict suffering without hope of relief. Dark. Jesus, Rykard. No wonder people started abandoning you. Meanwhile, I'm just slaughtering everybody I come across down here, Albinuric or not. Man, they're fast. Come on, buddy. Oh, shit. Better take a drink. One comet ought to do it. Yeah. Whew. Alright. Snowmaru coming through with, once again, pictures taken instantaneously. I am a photographic genius, if I do say so myself, please. Everybody get ready for an instant memory and type into the chat. Torture pickles. Yeah. Here, we'll even turn off the lantern to make it darker and spookier. Wait, what about Golden Order Totality? Is that better? Let's do Golden Order Totality. Hiya! There, that looks scary. Alright, so that's a screen grab redemption, everybody. I'm gonna type in torture pickles, but you know, it's fuzzy pickles. It's an Earthbound reference. It's my favorite thing. What do you want? And yeah, get up in there. Type it in if you want to be up on it. If not, that's cool. It's going once. Snowmaru, I'm looking at you. You redeemed it. Going twice. Snow's probably sleepy. He didn't mean to redeem it. And we got it. I'll catch it if you end up typing it in while I finish it up, Snowmaru. But I thank you for the redemption, one way or the other. Torture pickles. Duranabe, thank you for hanging out. Snowmaru, and it's still the 11th of the 5th. Wow, what a great photograph. I'm sure it'll always bring back the fondest of memories. Ooh, I got to upload Kings also. Bam. They up there. Thank you so much. Well, let's get back to the show. Oh, right. That's a Discord redeem. If anybody wants to join the Discord, for all those reasons I mentioned before and more, see what's up. You know how Discord works. You know. Behold injustice, indeed. So we have... Yeah, like, this is like a grand room. You know, we have the staircase. It's quite nice. But it's been repurposed into this torture chamber. Uh-oh. Yeah, these guys are absolutely nutty. I hear one right out here. Oh, oh, it's a lizard man. Whoa! Sometimes you could be too stretchy. Alright, we are getting close to level status. We need about 75k. 2/3 of the way. And here's some grace. I'm not actually going to sit at it yet. Most interesting thing is the oh, well, at least it's a ladder to nowhere. Come on inside. This looks more like a gardening trellis, to be honest. Wow, look at this bear trap, though. Holy crap. What do you learn by bear trapping in Albinauric? Sounds like a run up to a joke. Like, no punchline. It's just... Alright. The explosive great bolt. Alright, so this is where we were looking across from over there. That's where the magma falls down below. There's a magma worm down there that we ran around and didn't engage before. Yeah, I guess, you know, strictly speaking, there is that baseline amount of knowledge you get out of that. Oh, they shriek. Fascinating. Ooh, this door opens from this side. It's almost scary. Just... Ah! Grace ahead. I think I'll just take the ladder. Ooh, fire slugs. Ow. They're full of smoldering butterflies. Fascinating. So the tarnished are very durable, being able to stand like directly next to lava. But I guess when it comes to video games, that's nothing new. In fact, earlier tonight we were playing Breath of the Wild with my kid, and you know, we're in Death Mountain and standing next to lava. At least they make you wear fireproof gear to achieve this, though. What was that? Oh! Oh, that's not the arc. I meant to do the arc. Back from putting your dinner dishes in the sink? Well, thanks for returning. It's going well until just then. What are you hitting me with? Oil? I think he is. I guess in the hopes that those slugs would light me up. But here we are, yes, in the, Volcano Manor town. Ugh, what's left of it. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, right, you got me. I get to get you back. Your little friend, too. Alright. Isn't it a thing where lava is thick enough to stand on it? If it weren't for the part there, you'd be way too on fire to do it? Yeah, actually. It turns out magma is very dense. It's not as dense as you know, solid rock, but it's almost. I believe, like, the way they showed how you would, like, kind of slowly get folded into it, as opposed to, sinking into it like it were liquid or something you could swim in. So I guess the Super Metroid depiction of lava is perhaps the most unrealistic on the scale of things. Whereas this is fairly realistic. I mean, we can run along this, sure. It burns like hell, but you can run along it. Ah, here's where I could see but could not get to before. Ah, shit. I don't think I was done poking around down here, though. Oh no, it's a dude. Look out. Alright. So, I mean, it looks as if Mount Gelmir is a little bit more, is a little bit more troublesome than it used to be when Reichard started his torture program, because this lava flow is recent, like weeks or months or years, depending on, and I mean, I suppose we can assume that Reichard has been doing his torture stuff for a very long time. To what end, we have yet to discover beyond the yelping of Albinaurics. Wow, that fireproof dried liver didn't help that guy. This is where the biggest mouse in the world lives. Oh. Alright, so that's the way back. Can't really go that way. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Heathen of the Outlands. Well, welcome, Outlander. I promise we won't banish you into the cornfield. I mean, unless you misbehave or something. Alright, let's run along them rooftops after all. Eh. There's bound to be some kind of reward for this here behavior. Right? I mean, look. We're doing some running along a thing to a place. And no rewards. Okay. Patch it from... Oh, wait, no, there is a reward. Sweet. A smithing stone 6, even. Alright, now we'll go up the way. Which, I could have gone up over those rooftops, so I'm a little curious as to what the cost benefit to that is. Okay, it's a serpent guy, that's what it is. Also, oh god! This serpent man likes Devo. Crack that whip! Oh, it's like the candlestick weapon I have that I keep forgetting to upgrade. Hi, SFEL. Welcome in. My lovely girlfriend, main mod SFEL. How are you? Running on rooftops. What is this? Assassin's Creed? Just like them pop figures. I never played an Assassin's Creed game. Isn't that weird? Now, what is the point of hanging them in cages? I mean, I guess we seen from the Super Mario Brothers movie one of the reasons you would hang from cages over lava. I won't spoil anything else besides that. Go see the Super Mario Brothers movie. Chris Pratt notwithstanding, it's a good time. Have some joy in your hearts. Let's see. Sometimes you just gotta evil max. That's outstanding terminology. Uh, it also looks as if they set up one to be an elevator. Now, how do you suppose this switch mechanism works? I'm just throwing this out there, but it seems a little absurd. Just a little absurd. That's probably the most video game thing I've seen. Okay, hold on. So we have statues of the great winged, world-eating serpent. Oh God, what's his name? Elway? Elway or something? It's got some weird pronunciation. But I guess we'll notice these cages have been repurposed into elevators and are actually hanging by rope cord instead of chain, which I really don't know why that would be the case. But I love their buttons. Like, how does this mechanism communicate to the thing? It's fine. I mean, a lot of this stuff should be on fire. I mean, well, we can give it away with some verisimilitude, but this is probably the biggest stretch of verisimilitude I've seen. The switches in the cage elevators in Bloodborne made more sense than that. Alright. Oh no. Oh no, I have a cat in my way now too. Fantastic. Fabulous. Dumpy. You're getting into things where you shouldn't be. There's no room for a kitty up here. And I have to do battle with this man now. There's a cat up here, I promise. I'm not just like talking to myself. You'll probably roam in front of the camera eventually. Mm-hmm. Can we see the creature? Hey. Come over here. Get on camera, kitty man. I will coax him thusly. There he is. Hello. This is Dumpy. Behold. He is a good guy. He is a good old guy. He's a little out of sorts. He wants me to feed him a late night snack. And I'm like, man, I'm streaming. And like, he refuses to be a lap cat in a way. He never like figures out how to get comfortable. Oh, you're comfortable here though, huh? That's fine. Well, enjoy some cat for a little while. Oh God. He's aware. Well, here's the pulley system, I guess. That makes sense, allegedly. This one hangs over nothing. What is the point? I don't like the look of that guy up there. He's a black fire monk. He's distinct from other fire monks we've encountered. Whoa, look at that. There is a way down there. I wonder if that will do anything for us. See if we can go this way without aggroing. Yay! What does its guts? Somber 5. Cool. Oh, there is a cave entrance down there. Wild, Rusty. Dumpy, no. No, don't... Don't stick your head in that glass of water, you fiend. Well, there he goes. Bye, Dumpy. Okay, so there is definitely a cave down there. I don't know if this dropping down from here makes any sense. That seems to be a little bit high. Tell you what, we're gonna defense up for this guy. Here comes the cannon. Yeah. Nice. Hit him again. Nice. Alright. That worked out. Oh, well, thank you, SFE. I got a double rated by two fairly nice ones right in a row. Lucky me. Whoa. Now here we are. We found the Holy of Holies here at Volcano Manor, I believe. We had to kill a black fire monk to get in here. And, as it stands, we can crank this open. Check this out. Hell yeah. Yeah, that doorway view is really good. I'm gonna get a good look at it right now with the binocular or the monocular and everything. Probably take a little snappy for Twitter. Fries are done. Really, really done. Oh man, there. Jesus, Reichard. Well, the results of your dipping albinurics in cages into magma have come back. The Moz stick view. Alright. Well, let's walk on it. Woo, 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 woo. So. I mean, I'm pretty sure those cages would have been completely gone had they been, quote-unquote, immersed into actual magma. Also, there's a boss door back there. See that? Woohoo. What's here? Oh. Alright, yeah, let's look at this. Dumpy, no. Right? You know, it's not so much the having the candles as it is lighting them. Takes ages. Also, I really like how From Software just doesn't give a shit. Like, let's put the cameras or the candles everywhere, like everywhere. Although it looks like there's been a bit of a scuffle. Many of the sconces are laid over, but these are clearly candles that were put there and then lit. It's a fire hazard doing that on the carpet. Sillies. They all have different scents. I think it just smells powerfully like that Christmassy cinnamon in here. Wait, hold on. Let's frame this up just a little bit better. There we go. We'll send this to the Twitters. Wait, did it go? Pretty sure it went. Whoa. Alright. Well, let's make sure we're not about to get ambushed. Checking this place out. But obviously a place of worship where the people who are yet faithful to Rykard even after his sinking into depravity. Oh no, it's a Godskin noble. Shit. Oh man, we're in shrubs. Oh no, I'm out of juices. Oh, this is bad. Alright. Oh boy, we're probably gonna die. Alright, let's not go out like that. Alright, we went out like that. Gotta hand it to you, From. You made me see that boss door back over there. Made me feel pretty confident there wasn't a boss in there. But there was. Alright, well, the best place to warp is actually back to Prison Town Church, because we did, fortunately, unlock the shortcut before we got caught up in there with 0 resources. For real though, oh, the Godskins are incredibly neat. Also, as a faction. Wait, what happened? I'm still here. For a little bit longer. Hey, Dracolair. How are you doing tonight, pal? Oh, well. Oh, snap. Well, Dracolair wants to see yet another picture. Ooh, this is actually a really good view for pictures taken instantaneously. I am a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Please, everybody, get ready for an instant memory. And type into the chat, please. Fuzzy vistas. Wow, this is really pretty. Let's do the cruciform pose again. It's fun. Or actually, how about we try this one? Yeah. Fuzzy vistas. This is a screen grab redemption. If you're so inclined, go ahead and type something in the chat and you'll be, you know, included for all posterity. Just the Godskin noble murking. Yeah, it was terrible. Going once. Twice. And 3 times. We got it, I think. Hold on. Let me make sure I got it. Bam. Thank you so much for that, Redemption Dracolair. Let me crop it. And save it. This is a Discord redemption. Thank you for the follow, Helioentropy. And yeah, this is a Discord redemption gimmick. Indeed, fuzzy spires. Oh, steeples is fine. These count as steeples, right? Dracolair, and today is the 11th. Still here on the West Coast. Wow, what a great photograph. I'm sure it'll always bring back the fondest of memories. Thank you, Dracolair. It is posted right there on the disco. Now, should we try to kill this guy? Nah. We'll go back in there and get our stuff. Now, here's what we do. We take a bite of some boiled crab. We drink our physic. We go on in here. We summon the militiamen, Hank and Larry, our good pals. And then we're going to light this sucker up. Oh, Hank, Larry, I'm gonna need some. There we go. Need some support. No, don't. Oh no, he AoE'd him. Oh, gotcha, sucker. Oh shit. There we go. Larry, you survived. Hank didn't, though. Alright, we got the Godskin Stitcher. And the Noble Presence Ash of War. Thank you for hitting up the Etsy link. I do make arts and crafts and stuff, including Mega Man helmets, a lot of, but out of EVA foam. But I also make some, you know, stuff out of wood, some boxes, you know, tarot boxes, wand boxes, jewelry displays, that sort of stuff. But let's look at the Godskin Stitcher. That sounds like a very metal weapon. Sounded like a giant rapier, maybe? Oh, there it is. Godskin Stitcher. Elegant piercing sword with a celadon-colored blade. I don't know what celadon is. I guess that's just like ivory. Wielded by Godskin nobles. The nobles possess skill with the sword unmatched by any lowborn. Despite its size, successive attacks from this weapon are swifter than the eye can follow. And it is within my wherewithal to use. But yeah, the Godskins are an interesting faction, and it's even more interesting that one is here. The presence of the Blackfire monk out here was indicative that we might run into a Godskin, and like it was like instant, we ran into another Godskin. Now, they're called Godskins because, well, they kill gods, mostly demigods, and skin them and make their robes and stuff out of their skin, etc. It's quite crazy. They were the special forces, basically, of the Gloma-eyed Queen, an Empyrean, aligned with the Rune of Death, I guess we could say, who might have taken Marika's place as the god of the lands between and the Erd Tree. But Marika resisted and fought against her and defeated her. And we do not know where the Gloma-eyed Queen currently is, if she still exists. But here we have a cast-off snake skin. One would think that maybe this is a snake. Like an actual snake that is just, you know, dead and has been put here. But no, this is a cast-off snake skin. Remember how snakes work. Sekiro vibes also, big time. Right? Remember the giant snake from Sekiro? A really awesome segment, by the way. But what is upon the altar here? A green, white, and pottery. Ooh, okay. Huh. Now, I wonder if that green hue comes from inclusion of a copper, perhaps. The Serpent's Amnion. Now, let's recall that one of the central features of the whole game and the way things work in the lands between is that the Erd Tree is the official way of the cycle of birth and rebirth, right? And so we have Rykard here experimenting in such a way that has resulted in the Serpent's Amnion, which is undoubtedly the embryonic form of the serpent men we've been seeing. So let's have a look at that item more closely. Here we are. Amnion from the mother's womb, which cradled the poor unwanted offspring of a repellent birthing ritual. It will never dry out, remaining damp indefinitely. Well, good. I was worried about that. You know, you don't want your amnion getting dry. Look, you can see inside it. It's got a little serpent man in there. That's cool. Hold on. Look, yeah, you can see his little eye and everything. Yeah, he's just, he's in the fetal position, but that's definitely one of those serpent men in there. What do you know? Okay. But real quick, I think I have a couple of items or even incantations that relate to the god skins. Scouring Black Flame. This is their stuff, right? They like using the Black Flame, which is a type of fire that is linked to the Rune of Death. And before the Rune of Death was sealed, apparently this stuff would just kill you. Now it's just like a high-powered magical fire attack that looks really, metal, black fire, sweet. Uh, but, uh, but yeah, it used to have the power to slay gods. It's right here in the item description. I should just read it. Sweeps a wide area before the caster with Black Flame. The Black Flame could once slay gods, but when Malekith sealed Destined Death, which is the Rune of Death, the true power of the Black Flame was lost. Do I recommend buying Elden Ring on PC or PS5? I mean, that sounds like it's probably a sufficient graphics card, but I am playing on PS5 and have no experience with this game on PC, I'm afraid. Yep, I'm on PS5. So, the Serpent's Amnion. I bet you Zariah would be interested in that. Maybe we should go back and show it to her. But before we do, let's make sure we've peeped the scene. We're real close to a level. Is there a way out? Oh, look, yes, this is totally an elevator. Oh, this reminds me of, wasn't this kind of how the chapel in Anor Londo in Dark Souls 3 was set up a little bit? The one where the Pontiff Solomon or Sullivan was? Visions of Frost. I have a feeling I should still be careful here. The modding community has been going pretty wild on PC for this game, so if you're interested. I would say too, like, I don't know specifically about the graphics card and, PC requirements and stuff for it, but I would say at this point in the game, the PC version would probably be the way to go on account of the modding community, as Designation V says. Seconded. But of course, that is pending running requirements and stuff. I don't know if that's a sufficient card or what. I know my card is not that powerful, but I've never tried running Elden Ring on it. This chapel is really badass. I enjoy it quite a bit. I like the way it looks. I would participate in an organized religion in this place, probably. Oh! I never got my runes. I need to get those. God dang it. Hold on. I don't want to drop down there and die or something silly like that. I'm going to walk all the way around. I was like, I had like 50,000 runes. I only got like 13,000 or something from that god skin. But no, I got like 60,000 from that god skin. And go collect your runes, you doofus, and go ahead and level up. Bam. Yeah, there we go. See, yeah, I'm sitting on 127 large. Ah, well, there you go. There you go, boob pillow. enjoy the info. Man, almost 2 levels for Criminy Militly. There we go. Alright, we'll take, we'll eat the runes to take another level, I think. I don't feel like, being on edge, you know? No, I don't want to leave any, I want to use them. Wait, just making this hard on myself. There. We did it. We can level again. More HP, yay. And now we don't have to be afraid of dying, really. You know, like Blue Oyster Cult would want. Are you telling me I could have just went out this way? That's what you're telling me. Yay, indeed. I'm actually getting a decent-sized HP bar finally. Alright, well. We're gonna go back and talk to Zariah real quick before we venture forth. I think she's gonna want to know about that Amniot. Oh, sorry, Tanith. No, I'm not digging around in your backyard. There she is. Hey, Zariah.
Lady Tanith, my own mother has deceived me. Was I not born by the grace of a king? What is this? I remember this scent distinctly.
It'll stay damp forever. You don't have to worry about it.
Funny, isn't it? I am certain of it. I was born inside this. It's a part of my birth, Mother. You have my gratitude. Thanks to you, I am no longer afraid. I want to know how I was born and met Lady Tanith. One day, I hope to call her mother once again. This time from the bottom of my heart.
Wow.
I want to know one day.
Alright, Zariah. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh wait, not this way. Just blinking around. Oh, Igle. Igle is her name. The Temple of Igle. That's the name of the ancient serpent god that we're seeing here. Crank it. I love how FromSoft has just been like, you know what, elevators, pressure plate, crank lever, that's it. We don't need to change that. What do you mean we've been doing it for 7 games? I'm waiting to do this sort of thing on Armored Core. Also Armored Core, right? Looking for that. Temple of so many fucking candles. You like, there's like as many candles in video games as there are grains of sand on the earth at this point, I think. It's like one of those cosmic equation things. Also, there we go. That'll handle it. Give me them smoldering butterflies. Let's go this way. I mean, it's definitely got a big if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of situation happening. Also, where is this? I'm doing it. We're like under the Temple of Igle now? Or beside it? What is this place? Contraption does not move. Why doesn't the contraption move? Well, shoot. Oh, well. I guess nothing to it. What's the deal with that shortcut, though? How is... Okay. Just roll with it. It's fine. We're just gonna have to crank the lever again and maybe talk about it some more. You think it's like a prestige job designing the cranks in the like latest game? Like, listen. You're given the monumental task of making this object that's been in all the games ever seem fresh. Co-op needed a little more freedom for the exploration since that's one of its more defining qualities. Yeah, you know what? I heard a bunch of complaints about the co-op. I've never engaged a lot with the multiplayer in many of the games, and not only because it's, you know, obtuse and really kind of hard to use and definitely almost impossible to play with just your friends until Dark Souls 3 happened, but yeah, I definitely heard complaints along those grounds. And that's fair. I can't comment to it because, like, I'm the type of player who's like, you know, I'm not, yeah. Senior crank modeler. That sounds also like a German compound word. Ich bin eine Senior crank modeler. Oh. Wow, that looks fucking dope. I'm scared, but it looks fucking dope. Coming over this hill like that? Wow. Let me do that again. Bowser's castle theme intensifies. Yeah. Hold on, I'm kind of turned around. Alright, this is the Temple of Igle we're looking at here. Ah, my toes! I know, it looks really good. Like, it's an eye-opener for sure, as your man Sam say. Oh shit, alright, run away, there's a goddamn iron virgin, and I bet you she can run over lava. Yes, she can. Yes, she can. She can run over lava. Yeah. Oh, shit. God damn it. Oh, that was close. Alright, here we go. Woohoo! Yoo-hoo. Ay, ay, ay. Anywhere to go out here? Nope. Going in. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh man, that serpent man has a flaming blade. I don't like the looks of that. Not even a little bit. So to make a joke about her getting you through the window that she did. Oh boy, didn't she though. Alright, so can we do this? Or am I about to do something intensely stupid? I mean, this looks like a setup for your typical FromSoft drop-down puzzle thing. sweet. No, I know that they definitely have some clipping ignoring ability. I hear one of those beetles. You hear one of those beetles? I hear one of those beetles. It's also a black dumpling albinuric right there. They're usually not alone. Oh! Wait a minute. What was that? Alright, I know where this is. But also there was like another door. There's one of those FromSoft halfway up the shaft doors. There we go. Chill out, you. Anybody else in here? Ooh, stone sword key. How lovely. Oh, I see where we're at. Ah, there it is. Somber 5, I'll take it. Oh shit. Oh. Well, they can dwell directly in the lava. They got that going for them. Oh shit, for real? Okay. Death Blight basilisks. Nobody likes that. Should probably. What the? Alright, let's run. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Gosh. Give me your shield, you jerk. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, I swear, things got real hairy right there. What the? No, this isn't good. All right. Come on, we gotta cool off here. Come on, you guys. No. Oh, shit. No, X. Fuck. I accidentally mapped? That would have been fine if I didn't accidentally map. Okay, well, let's go this way because the shortcut elevator was there. Right here, yes. Eeh. Hey, well, have a good night, Designation V. Thanks for hanging out. Graduation out of state. Wowie zowie. Well, appreciate you hanging out and letting me hang out with you. That is weird, isn't it? So, I mean, I can definitely call BS on that, right? Like... Because you're not supposed to be able to map while you're aggroed. You're absolutely right. What the hell? Oh well. Where the hell was I anyway? Is that Abductor Virgin? You get my runes back before anything else, really. Oh, that's right. I went down the halfway down room. There we go. Let's see. Did we go in here? We didn't go in this way, did we? It's Raya! Raya!
Oh. It's
Hi,
you.
Zaraya.
I'm afraid there is something I must tell you. I was an unwanted child. Born not of grace, but of a hideous ritual. Something that can never be accepted. Not by men, nor serpents. Even Lady Tanith shouldn't accept me. I know that you have done so much for me, but I wish to ask one last kindness. Kill me, please. I thought that I feared nothing. But this, free me from this accursed frame. I know that you have done so much for me, but I wish to ask one. Kill me. I thought that I'd free me.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Poor, poor Zoraya. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna let you ruminate on that for a little bit, Zoraya. Oh shit. Uh-oh. I'm gonna go this way. Gotta get my runes back. Oh look, there they are. I didn't even see them hiding in the lava there. Alright, I got, you know what, I just gotta hustle. Here's my runes. You guys, I'm here for the item. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, I'm out. Y'all be good. I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. Raya, take it easy. But a lore question. When she says of grace, is that something specific or comparison to being a weirdo snake? Oh, well, like, born of grace is very specifically like, you know, like a proper birth. Oh, I forgot about those guys. Jesus Christ. For instance, not being born of grace is considered like a very detrimental status, you know? And you're often subject to very poor treatment. Albinurics are born outside of grace. The misbegotten are born outside of grace. The omen are born outside of grace. And they are all, in general, reviled, right? By adherents of the Erd Tree and the Golden Order. Bunch of jerks, really. Yeah, like the Golden Order is like the way, right? It's their way or the highway. Like, you're not even considered a legitimate person unless you're basically baptized under the Erd Tree. Like, this is the thing. Commoner's headband? Oh, don't fall. Wow, that made me feel real crazy, like I was falling for real. Exactly. Like, it's like you're not baptized. You know, so like all the unbaptized babies go to limbo, which is technically hell, and they're cool with that. Like, and this is the fact. This is a fact of life for all those born outside of grace, which is a literal thing. The greater will is like the equivalent of like Yahweh in this situation of the Catholic creator or the Christian creator God. And the outer gods could be thought more of as like natural forces, or like as not equivalent to the greater will, but you know, can still act against it. Think like you know, Satan's rebellion and the 1/3 of the host of heaven and all that stuff. Hey, SFVL, how are you? Have you eaten? We have discovered the secrets of a secret human snake hybrid birthing ritual, and we may have just discovered more. So we have poison-inflicted humans. We got some serpent men up there. One of them is wearing what looks like to be a serpent snake shell, or a serpent eggshell. No good can come of it. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Oh, what are you fighting up there? You like struck at something. Look at that. It's a serpent man with an eggshell still on its head. Boom. It's using glintstone sorcery. Oh shit. Alright. No? Got him. Oh, still didn't quite get him. Oh! Still not quite, huh? real? Oh, oh gosh. In our country, enemy cheese you. No good could come of it. Immediately starts blasting. Now here we have a church or a setting that's even... Ooh, this is Rykard's throne room, even. Time for Lord. Boy, he must have been big. Demigods tend to grow large, I think. But yeah, this is a grand reception room for, having audience. Man, serpent, ashes. Let's see what that's about. Spirit of a deformed man serpent that wields a whip of magma. It is said that long ago, the elder serpent that dwelled on Mount Gelmir devoured a demigod, and the birth of the man serpents followed. We know what demigod it was. It was Rykard. It was this guy. These columns are incredible, though. I don't think we've seen examples anything like this anywhere else. These spirals. So let's see what it's like to approach Lord Rykard when he's granting audience. So, this is definitely like the waiting area. You've been probably brought through... Well, this leads to the Temple of Eligay. Of, Eagley. Well, at any rate, you would come through from this way. You would be told, please wait here. The Lord will see you soon. And then they let you in, and you're like, oh shit. And there's Rykard sitting way up there in his throne, probably, no doubt, looking right at you. Looking small. Right down here. You would no doubt be walked off here, and then up to the front. And then probably stand down here while Lord Rykard addresses you. Now, of course, right now, this room is littered with the detritus of whatever rituals they've been up to. No longer using this room as its original intended purpose. Although there was that man-serpent with the egghead man-serpent who was using glintstone sorcery, which is weird. I mean, it's not too weird. Rykard, you know, is the son of Queen Renala, and obviously is an accomplished sorcerer. He rediscovered and readapted magma sorcery. For real? What the hell? Huh. Alright, well, let's see. These cages look a little inviting, not gonna lie. Who's that over there? It's an Albinaric. Strong one, too. Man, this is... I don't remember doing this part ever. Damn you, From Software. There we are. Sure. Wait, what is the point? There's one directly below. Well, where do we go from here is the real question. I guess right down there. Not too bad. That looks significant. A lonely chamber. That looks like a pelvis. Like, am I wrong, or does that look like a pelvis? I'm so ready for one of these to drop out from one of those cages. I'd have been fine with it. Excuse me. Royal Knight's Resolve. That's a cool portrait of Rykard, though. Volcano Manor is a tremendous complex, and it's rapidly becoming one of my favorite. Oh, hi! Hey, Patches. You'll never guess what kind of crazy shit I've been looking at, man. It's all... Well... That's funny. This room is interesting, though. We found... Alright, let's look at that Ash of War and see if it has any description to it, but... It was, Royal Knight's Resolve. Skill of knights who once served the Elden Lord. Ooh, what's he holding? This corpse is interesting. Look at him, he's holding a sword. And reaching. Is this a traitor to the Elden Lord? Must have been Godfrey at the time. Or, well, who knows? That's fabulous. I can't believe we found Patches. We found the front door. What's that? Is it? It is. It's a seedbed curse. The Dung Eater's been here. Ew. Ah, shit. Took all of our remaining resources, but we took down that abductor virgin. Oh, I know which one this one was. Somber Smithing Stone 7. The ghost. The ghost stopping and turning right the fuck around. Yeah. That was a smart one, unlike me. I'll take a somber 7 though. That's quite nice. Alas, too high up, and then there's a message right above it. Somebody got up there. Alrighty. Well, we're definitely getting close to bedtime. I didn't expect to find a seedbed curse here. But also, wow, we're all the way down here now? Yeah, we would have to pretty much explore from scratch again, wouldn't we? Unless... Oh wait, we just wandered back into into the front. Nah, there isn't any other way, is there? Because we dropped all the way down here. Wow, that's an incredible runaround to get back to those items we missed. Incredible runaround. Alright, that goes up to where that abductor virgin was. Could have swore there was a secret third way. But I guess I'm just tripping. Yeah. I think we're going to call it here. Let's go sit next to Patches. Hey, Patchy. Nap time with Patches. Yay, brother. Oh, here we go. This is perfect. Here we go. Lop it on down. Hey, you, get out of here. You're ruining the shot. Conehead. We are from France. Alright,